Okay, good morning, grade 7, and today we're going to resume yet again another day of review. Okay, we're as we always start. Of course, you guys know the drill already. We're gonna start with the vocab. Okay, today we're going to continue with a new set of vocab words. Okay, these are going to be the set number from number 13 to 18. Okay, we the first day on Sunday we finished 1 to 6. On Sunday we finished 1 to 6. Monday we finished from 7 to 12, and today we're going to continue number 13 to 18. Okay. Ward, can you please do us the honor of reading the following words, please?
Sure. Shanty, boisterous, obstinate, jubilant, wrath, and profusely.
Great. Okay, so here we're just making sure that we have the correct way to pronounce the words. Thank you, Ward. Okay, perfect. All right, so the first word that we're going to look at is the word shanti. And remember, this word is also from our if we look at it again, you guys will find it in the story of Martin Luther King. Okay, so let's open up the PDF together so that we can establish so we can find this word. If you guys also have your textbooks open, that would be a great source to find. Okay, to find definition of the word until the PDF loads. Okay, there you go. If you scroll down, we'll see here. Okay, so Wardi, can you help me with the first word?
Yes, a rundown house or a shack.
Great. Okay, a shanty is a rundown house or a shack. What do we mean by the word rundown? If something is rundown, is it in a good condition or a poor condition? What would you say?
A poor condition and dirty.
Exactly, right. Something run down is usually destroyed or not in such a good condition. Okay, so living in shanties, and this is where she described, okay, dirt roads and shanties. This is where she said she lived. All right, and Martin Luther King, he stood exactly what Maya Angelou was talking about. Okay, so shanties again are rundown houses or shacks. Okay, so poor living conditions, basically. All right, or destroyed housing. All right, so let's write the word shanti. All right, the definition here is a rundown house. And by rundown house, we mean something like a shack or something that like a destroyed house, a house that's in poor condition. Okay, and what part of speech do we have here? What?
A noun.
It is a noun. All right. If we go to look at synonyms and antonyms from our website, if you guys remember, thesaurus.com. All right. This is where we could find the word hut, okay, as a synonym. And for antonyms, we don't have any. All right. So we can just exclude an antonym for this word. Okay. So for the synonym, we're going to put the word hut. And for an antonym, we're going to exclude an antonym. All right, we're going to exclude it. That means we're not going to worry about learning an antonym for this word. Okay, just know that a synonym for the word shanty could be a hut, okay, or a house that is run down or destroyed. Okay, what by looking at the images with me? All right, let me just take it down a bit. All right, by looking at the images, let me try to get all the pictures in for you. All right, where would you see the selected image that goes with the word? Yes, what?
On the middle left.
Exactly, middle left right here. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna cut and let me zoom back in for you guys to be able to see well. All right, and then we're gonna paste the picture here. Um, okay, and we're gonna try to fit it in as always in here. All right, and can you provide us with a sentence for the word shanti? What the please?
A large majority of African Americans used to live in shanties back in the day.
Good. A large number of African Americans lived in shanties as they didn't enjoy an advanced living. Okay. All right. Due to racism, of course, we see that they did have a difference in of course the way that they were living and so on. Employment also. Okay, we saw that everything was just different, or they were disadvantaged. Okay, wildly by this idea of racism. Okay. All right. So let's continue to the next word. Thank you so much. What the next word is boisterous. Kareem, please go ahead.
It means noisy, energetic, or active.
That's correct. Okay, boisterous. And who's described as boisterous? Remember, guys, now we're going to start defining the words from Kira Kira. All right, and this is one word. And who's always described as boisterous in Kira Kira, Kareem?
Kitty.
Who else? What?
Uncle Katsu. Uncle
Uncle
Katsu.
Katsu. Good. That's right, Ahmed. Bravo. Okay, it was Uncle Katsu. He was a boisterous man. He was always making noise, even with his ears and everything else. He was very different. Okay, and also very boisterous and loud. Okay, so loud and noisy. All right, this is our word for boisterous. That's correct. And Kareem, what part of speech is boisterous, please?
Adjective.
Great. It is an adjective. Thank you. So it's used to describe a noun or a pronoun. All right. If we look here at the source and we look at the word boisterous, all right. What is one word that we would see here? Kareem, how about you choose a word that would go with boisterous as a synonym?
Synonym. Um, brawling.
Say it again.
Brawling.
Rollicking. This one.
No, brawling. The second
Brawling.
word in the
Okay, we can use brawling, and but also I want you to choose a word that's usually used in text. It's the word also rowdy, okay, or raucous. All right, these are two words that are very popular, so we're going to go with these. Okay, all right. So, uh, rowdy. Okay, and an antonym for it, we could say, of course, here. How about you choose one?
okay. Silent.
Okay, silent. Silence is fine. Okay, all right. And looking at the pictures, Kareem, where would you see who is boisterous?
Um, the girl with the mic.
Right, the girl with the mic. She is boisterous. She is loud and noisy. All right. All right. Can you use boisterous for us in a sentence?
Okay. Um,
Remember, it's an adjective, so we need to use it in a way that modifies a noun or a pronoun.
the party was very boisterous that I couldn't study.
Say it. I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
The party was very boisterous that I couldn't sleep.
Great. All right. All right. How about the music at the party was boisterous, and I was unable to sleep. All right, great, perfect. All right, so we have boisterous and we have shanties. Thank you, Kareem and Ward. All right, for both words. The next word here, who will help me with it? Okay, Zena, can you help me with the next word, which is going to be obstinate?
Um, obstinate
We saw that
means
Lynn was being obstinate with her medication.
she was being
Refusing.
stubborn.
Say it again. She was very stubborn. Good job. Okay. So someone who is stubborn is someone. Can you convince an obstinate person easily, or are they
No,
difficult to convince?
difficult to convince.
Yes, they are. Okay, because they're usually very set in their ways and their minds. That it's very difficult. They're very obstinate, very stubborn. Okay, very strong-minded and strong-willed in their beliefs. Okay, so here we have the word. Let's just make sure I'm at the right box. Obstinate. All right. And you have said that it means stubborn. All right. And what is the part of speech of stubborn?
Um, an adjective.
It is an adjective. Bravo. Okay. And if we go here, all right, together we can find a synonym for abstinent. Obstinate, which means someone who is, we can say steadfast. Okay, someone who is steadfast means that they are basically on track. They're the same mentality. They're not going to change. Also, inflexible is a good one. Okay, so let's use steadfast or inflexible. Okay, usually they tell you to be a flexible person because a flexible person can give and take. Okay, you're not always set in your ways. You can change your ways around to accommodate a situation. Okay, and flexibility is usually a good thing. Okay, here also we have the word steadfast, which means someone who is, very set in his ways, doesn't change. Okay, it's just one track. All right. Let's go here to antonyms. All right, and we can say that someone who is flexible. All right, we can use
Yeah.
flexible. All right, or amendable. That they're subject to change. They can change their ways. Okay, flexible. All right, or amendable. All right, someone who could change their ways. Here, who is being obstinate in this in these images?
The last picture or the fourth picture.
This one, this one. Tell me to stop.
No, the third picture.
This one.
Yeah, the donkey is being very, or the horse, I don't know,
Yes,
is being very
that is
obstinate.
correct. That is very correct. Good job, Zina. Thank you. All right, so here we see that he is refusing, very stubborn. All right, refusing to move. And I think we saw this image before when we were studying this word previously. All right, Z, can you please give us a sentence?
Um,
We can use the picture, the
uh,
obstinate.
sure. The obstinate horse refused to move at all and stayed still.
All right, so the obstinate horse refused to move or budge no matter how much his owner tried. Okay, so here we see that the horse or the donkey was being very, very obstinate. All right, stubborn. Okay, set in his ways. All right, being unflexible. Okay, so let's try to bring this. Oh, did I do something wrong? Okay, no, everything here is good the way it is. All right. Okay. So let's move on to thank you so much, Dina. Abdurrahman, thank you for volunteering. And the next word is, can you say it?
Jubilant.
Jubilant. Good. All right. Jubilant. Now, Abdurrahman, tell us what is jubilant.
Feeling of great happiness.
Great. All right. Are you feeling jubilant today, Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Great. All right. And you're going to be more jubilant on the last day of school. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So tell me, again, the definition of jubilant is a feeling of
Of great happiness.
great happiness. And to describe someone as jubilant, so the part of speech here would be,
Adjective.
it is an adjective. Great. All right. And if we go here and we type jubilant in our synonyms and antonyms at thesaurus.com, if you guys want to follow along. All right. We can use, I saw the word here exhilarated, I believe. Okay, we can use, how about we use, what would you like to use, Abdurrahman? Choose.
Celebrating.
Celebrating. Okay, sure. All right, synonym here would be celebrating. All right, and an antonym for someone who is, okay, we can use, which one would you want to use? Please don't use sad. Such a baby word.
Mm, Unexcited.
Unexcited. Okay, sounds good. Unexcited. All right, and let's look here. Who is jubilant in this picture?
The the boy with blue shirt.
Well, this boy is actually in a blue cap and a blue gown holding his diploma. You know who's graduating from your family?
It's Janet.
Yes. So Jenna is going to be very jubilant on the day of her graduation. It's a day of success and a day of, celebration. Okay. So you picked the correct word. So this boy resembles Jenna's happiness on her graduation. So let's make a sentence for Jenna. Okay. So let's say Jenna will be what?
Jubilant.
Exactly. She'll be extremely. All right. Okay. on on the day of her graduation. Okay, so thank you so much, Abdurrahman, for this. Thank you. All right, so let's go with Hannah. Hannah, Naqib.
Yes.
Yes, baby. Can you please? We have the next word. The next word here is wrath. Okay, we have wrath. And what is your definition for wrath?
Anger.
Anger, and not only just anger but extreme anger. Okay, wrath is a very high level of anger. Okay, extreme anger. And wrath is what part of speech?
Noun.
That's correct. Okay, so let's look up a synonym and antonym. Ready? Oops, that's
Yes.
anger. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see here. What do we have for wrath? Let's choose a word that can that it would be easy for us to understand and remember. Say it again, Hannah.
Madness.
Madness. Madness is perfect. And let's look at our antonyms. What would you choose, Hannah? Tell me.
Calm.
Calm. Okay. All right, and let's use here calmness. Okay, as long as it's a noun. Who is showing wrath in these two images? Who is showing the idea of wrath? Is it the old lady or the red man?
The red man.
The red man. Okay, he's very angry. That's why he's red. Okay, he's very, very angry. Okay, and alrighty, there you go. All right, and give us a sentence for wrath.
They saw the floods as a sign of wrath.
Okay, and who's they?
People.
Okay, they saw the floods as a sign of wrath. Back in the day, when people didn't have a scientific explanation of why floods occurred and so on, they thought that the gods and so on were upset from them or they were angry with them, and that's why they punished them with such as things such as floods and so on. All right, so this is why the sentence, yeah, it's a great one. Thank you, Hannah. All right, so here we see that again, people that didn't have a justification of why these floods took place and so on, they kind of understood that it was the anger of the gods or so on that made them suffer these floods. Okay, thank you so much, Hannah. The last word here that we have is profusely. Okay, and we're going to hear from Ahmed. Profusely.
Repeatedly. It's an
Oh,
adjective.
we didn't use it. No, remember it ends in ly. So there's when a word ends in ly, what is it? What is it a sign of? What does it tell you?
It's an adverb.
It's an adverb, correct? Okay, so it ends in ly. So we're gonna understand that it's an adverb. Okay, and how was it used? All right, the last picture here could say, it could help us. All right, this woman is sweating,
He's
and we saw this picture before.
sweating profusely.
Yeah, so what does it mean to do something or for something to happen profusely? What does it mean? In abundance
Repeatedly.
or okay,
Uh,
let's use it the way that in the text it was used. Okay, I apologize profusely. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So again, I'm doing it
repeatedly.
repeatedly but in abundance as well. All right? So here something done repeatedly but also in large amounts. All right, and it's an adverb. So tell us a little bit about the is that a bird that you have at home, Ahmed?
Yes,
Tell us more. What kind?
I have three.
Okay. And what kind? Can you tell us about the kinds?
Two ringnecks and one cockatiel.
Oh, I had a cockatiel when I was younger, but I gave it away to a friend. So yeah, they were cute. They had the little orange circles on their around there. Anybody else has birds at home? All right. I was thinking, you guys have pets? Can you, if you have pets at home, can you raise your hands? Only Kareem and Ahmed have pets at home. Adam has a pet at home. Is Diesel living with you in the same house, Adam?
No, Pixie. Diesel
Oh,
in the
okay. It's somewhere else. Okay. I'm so, who has a pet at home with them in home? Like Kareem. Okay, you have what? A cat?
No, two
No,
dogs.
he has a dog,
Oh, a dog.
a
Two dogs.
retriever. Yeah.
Two dogs. All right. So we don't have a lot of pet owners here in this class.
No, my
Okay.
cockatiel has
Miss,
red circles on both of his cheeks.
Muhammad, tell me.
Adam also has a second dog at home.
Oh, okay. Adam, so you have one at home and one outside of the house.
yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I was going to suggest that maybe last session we can like Thursday we can have like a open up your cameras and bring your pet to class with you and we can look at each other's pets, but we do not have a lot of pet owners. So you know, if you guys are willing Ahmed and Adam to show us yours and Kareem, that would be fun. Okay, maybe on Thursday we'll hold it off to that. I thought we would have more, but it's okay. All right, so here, Hannah, back to you. So tell me here, sorry, it was actually Ahmed. All right, give us or choose a synonym for profusely, something that is done lavishly or abundantly. What would you say? What would you choose?
A synonym.
Say it again.
No, the
I swear I could not hear
abundant,
you.
ab-
Abundantly?
abundantly.
Okay, so let's choose abundantly. All right, and a synonym for it here, they do not have any. All right, so we can say within a limit. Okay, and I'm just leaving it like that just to understand the an antonym of it would look like. All right, so this is our image. All right, a picture of a woman who is sweating profusely. So let's use it in a sentence, Ahmed.
No, the under the sun, she was sweating profusely.
Great. All right, under the sun, the woman was sweating profusely. All right, good job. Good job. Good job, Ahmed. Okay. All right, so here I'm going to save this. And by the way, this is already on SMS. Okay. Not the answers. The boxes without the answers. All right, and I'm going to stop the share for a second. Okay, one more thing that I wanted to discuss with you is that if you guys look at the weekly plan, there was one day, I believe it was Sunday, where I posted that you guys should do some homework regarding denotation and connotation, and I uploaded a sheet that had exactly 10 words. Okay, and those 10 words, you will see five of them on the exam. All right, not all 10, but just five of these words will be on the term exam. So I wanted to take the time today, before we get into our second session. Hopefully, we can finish that in the time that we have left. How many of you guys saw the sheet? By the show of hands. By the show of hands, how many of you guys saw the denotation and the connotation worksheet? Okay, so no one did. All right, so let's take a second and let's revise quickly. Who could tell me the difference between denotation and connotation? When I say the denotation of a word, what am I referring to? What
Denotation means the dictionary meaning of a word.
exactly? Okay, so if I say what is the denotation of the word, then I am basically asking you for the literal meaning from the dictionary of a word. Okay, what about connotation? What does connotation mean? Volunteers? Okay, what again?
The feeling that we get from a certain word.
Exactly. And we took an entire session basically discussing the difference between, for example, stingy, all right, and maybe, for example, we looked at the other word thrifty, right? We said, or stingy and thrifty. Again, stingy is a negative connotation. We get a negative feeling when we say that this person is stingy. But if we call a person thrifty, okay, even though it means the same thing, all right, very careful with money, but thrifty is more positive. Okay, we get a sense or a feeling that maybe this person is just very economical and very wise. He doesn't spend his money wastefully. Okay, so this is basically, again, going back to our imaginative, or our, maybe from some type of the way the culture of the word was built. So these are feelings that we have, cheap versus inexpensive. All right, and we said to think of a person saying, I bought you a cheap gift, versus someone who says, I bought you an inexpensive gift. Okay, cheap here makes you feel that it was a bad gift choice, or something that is unworthy. Okay, so again, cheap has a negative connotation, where inexpensive has a positive one. So you have a set of 10 words. Okay, each you have here the word gaze, looking steadily, and stare. And your job is to put them in this little chart that we have here. All right, and this sheet, by the way, is already on SMS. Okay, so I need you guys to download it and answer it with me, so that we can have the correct answer, the correct answers for it, because these are the 10 words that you guys are going to have five out of them on the exam. So you need to study all of them, but expect to have five only. And you're going to have to do the same exact thing that the sheet is asking you. Now, Ward, I'm going to need your help to answer number one with me. All right. So, words. You have three words, okay? You have three choices. One is the word gaze, then we have look steadily, and then we have the word stare. Now, you have three columns here. One is a negative connotation column, one is a denotation column, and one is a positive connotation column. Let's look at the word. Where do you see, out of the three choices here, which one is the denotation?
Look steadily.
Great. So on the exam, your job is to do what? To come here and to type, or to write, look steadily. So look steadily here would fall under the denotation column, because it is a definition. Bravo, what? All right, it is a definition. All right. Now, out of the two words, okay, what you have, the word gaze and the word stare, and they both mean to look at something. All right. If I say, this girl is gazing at something, or this girl is staring at me, which one has a negative connotation? Which one has a positive? What would you say? What?
Gaze has the positive connotation and stare has the negative connotation.
That's absolutely correct. Okay, they always say that staring is rude. Okay, when you stare at someone, that's rude. So a positive connotation word is gaze. Okay, and we should all be writing this in our notes or having the sheet in front of us. It's on SMS. You guys will see it's called denotation and connotation worksheet. All right, have it in front of you or draw this table in your notebooks and answer with me. Okay, so that we again could have it. All right, so let me just center. Okay, gaze. And you have mentioned whether that the negative connotation would be to stare. Okay, so on the exam, you guys are going to be required to do the same thing. You'll have the three choices, all right, and you have to again here put each word or each choice in the correct column. All right, how about Hannah? Hannah, can you help me with number 2?
Yes.
Okay, okay, you have the word fragrance, odor, a smell sensed by the olfactory nerve.
A smell sensed by the olfactory nerve is denotation.
Good. All right, so a smell. All right, a smell sensed by the olfactory nerve. This is our denotation. Okay, and out of the two words, fragrance and odor, what would you say?
Fragrance is a positive connotation.
That's absolutely correct. Okay, when we say, even they have it written on perfume bottles and cologne bottles, right? We don't say, you don't see written on the bottles. This is the odor. Okay, by this odor. Oh no, by this fragrance. Okay, a fragrance is a word with a positive connotation. We can use it, we can see it used in marketing. Okay, positive smells. All right, usually when we say that there's an odor, we're talking about a bad smell. All right, there's an odor coming from the trash bin. All right, or there's an odor coming from maybe like a certain room or a certain area. That means that there's a bad smell or a foul smell coming from it. Okay, so odor is going to be a negative connotation word. Thank you so much, Hannah. All right. So did we copy these words? Okay. All right. Because I'm gonna clear them. Okay. Because we need to write new ones, and Jomana's gonna help me with the next word. Okay. All right. The next word, which is number 3. Jomana, we have the word brainwash. Then you have the word persuade, and then you have influence one way or another.
The denotation is influence one way or another.
Great. All right. So here we're doing well. All right. Influence. All right, that's my definition. So it's going to be my denotation. I'm going to put it here. And what about the negative connotation or positive connotation? Which one?
The negative is brainwash.
That's correct. All right, the negative connotation is brainwash. All right, when you brainwash somebody, you feel like you are basically destroying their ability to think on their own. All right, you are basically affecting them in a negative way. All right, but when you persuade them, you're giving it seems almost in a good way. You're giving them reason, and it's up to them to believe it or not. Okay, so the positive here is going to be.
Persuade.
Thank you so much, Jomana. Perfect. Okay. And Karim, we have the next one. Delayed, not on time, and tardy.
Not on time is the denotation.
Say that again.
Not on time is the denotation.
Not on time is the denotation. Perfect. It's the definition of the word. All right. It's the dictionary meaning of the word. And then you have two words, delayed and tardy. Which one is positive? Which one is negative?
Tardy is negative and the delayed is positive.
Exactly. All right. Tardy is negative. All right. Tardy is negative. And here we have, excuse me, um, delayed is positive. Does anyone see how many minutes we have left in this meeting?
We have a minute.
3 minutes.
1 minute?
2.
Two. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to leave this. Okay. Remember that we stopped on number 4. We're gonna pick up after we come back to finish off 10 words. Okay. So Tardy, yes, thank you, Kareem, so much for your help. Let's end this meeting for now so that time doesn't run off in the middle. And let's restart a new meeting for our second session so we could resume. Okay, guys? All right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.